about. So I have actually have thought about this question, like, well, what are one or two, real roadblocks that I had? And I guess for me, my answer is going to be somewhat non-traditional, but very honest. For me, there was never like this one or two thing or things. It was never like, well, I was afraid of public speaking, or it was never something like that. For me, it was very much about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. It was getting comfortable with developing a process to move through discomfort as I got promoted or went for a new job or was assigned a new big visible project or whatever it was, whatever that new thing was. And I physically relocated, got 8 times in my career. So I was always, particularly early on, having to go, new people, new boss, new business, industry, if you will, all within one company, but different industry, different product line. And so that was it for me. It was like, how do I allow myself? And I can clearly look back now, rearview mirror, and say, when I got to a point where I was much more comfortable with being uncomfortable, I really flourished. And I'll give a very specific example. So in the last 3 years of my working at GE, I've been the Global Chief Diversity Officer for a long time. A lot of people knew me out in the world. I knew the job. The people that worked for me, I knew they liked working for me. I liked them working for me. It was great. I was asked to take on the job of being president and CEO of the GE Foundation. That I was a company officer. So I was in the top 187 of 300,000 people. Running the GE Foundation was also an officer level job. It was a $140 million global philanthropic arm of the company. So these are two officer level jobs I was asked to do at the same time. So I take that on. Now before I was announced, I knew I had the job, but before it was publicly announced, we were going to do some downsizing, some major downsizing. So I was asked to reduce cost of the budget by 30% over a 2-year period, 30% over a 2-year period, T&L, people, programs, all of that. So that was hard, right? And I'll never forget, I took the job, it was announced October 1st. And so now I have new people, some of whom I probably have to let go that I don't even really know. Some of the people who had been with me, because I'm now combining the two jobs. And I just remember literally writing on my mirror in my bathroom with a marker. I don't advise this, but I did it. I wrote survive and then thrive. So I mentally told myself between now and the Christmas holidays, because that's that week or week and a half or 2 weeks in some cases is typically a downtime for most companies, US companies. I said, when I get to that, I'll be able to pause, take a break, reset, and thrive January 1 when we go back into the office. So I mentally had to do that. But the only way I was able to do that and work through it was because I had gotten comfortable with the fact that this was going to be hell. This was going to be uncomfortable for a few months.